Here's your wrestling news for September 27th, 2022. And we're kicking off today with WWE Raw, as AJ Styles was once again given the chance to join the Judgment Day this week, and once again, the Phenomenal One said no. This resulted in a post-match beatdown after his match with Sami Zayn, as the group is making it clear that they're not taking no for an answer. At this time, it's unclear if Styles will join the group, but it's looking likely that he will have a role to play at the upcoming Extreme Rules event. After all, this week's Raw also saw the return of Edge, as after the main event saw Riddle receive a beatdown from the Judgment Day, Edge returned to Raw to confront his former team. Not only did Edge return and help out the original bro, but he also announced his intention to face Finn Balor in an I Quit match at Extreme Rules. Given that Balor vs. Edge seems to be the direction for Extreme Rules, there is the possibility of either Styles joining the Judgment Day or helping Edge defeat Balor. But either way, the phenomenal former world champion will be getting involved. At AEW All Out, Malakai Black took a bow after his six-man tag match, which saw the House of Black face Miro, Sting, and Darby Allin, with many seeing his bow as a sign that his AEW career was over. Not long after, it was reported that Black had been granted a conditional release from AEW and had plans to rejoin WWE, expressing regret that he wasn't with the company now that Triple H is running creative. A lot has been said about Black as of late, but now the Dutch wrestler is speaking up for himself. During a live stream, Black denied that there's a conspiracy and instead said he's just enjoying some time off. Most importantly, Black claimed that he has not left AEW and that he will be back with the company despite what's been reported. Black's video should put an end to any rumors that he is bound for WWE in the near future, but we'll have to see what happens next to know for sure. Black hasn't returned to WWE as some had believed, but the company did drop a very subtle Easter egg all about the former NXT champion. During last night's Raw, another QR code was spotted, which took fans to another teaser video for the White Rabbit. Many assumed the White Rabbit to be Bray Wyatt, but if you check the source code for the video, you'll find the following phrases. "No man is ever truly good, no man is ever truly evil." While this sounds like the ominous words Wyatt would use, this exact phrase is from lyrics from Malakai Black's WWE theme when he worked as Allister Black. Fans were quick to speculate on what this could mean, as many couldn't imagine that WWE just accidentally threw in the lyrics to Black's theme. But what do you think? Is this an early sign of Black's return, or are WWE just trying to mess with fans? Let us know in the comments. Malakai Black's old WWE theme wasn't the only thing of note with this video, as WWE also featured several superstars in the eerie segment. Stars from WWE's past and present in the video included The Rock, Randy Orton, Papa Shango, Road Dogg, Kurt Angle, The Sandman, Edge, John Cena, Undertaker, Al Snow, Diesel, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Cody Rhodes. The video also featured imagery of the Brood's entrance, Batista doing a Batista bomb, Rob Van Dam diving off the top rope, and the number 40701. That number is the US zip code of Corbin, Kentucky, where Bray Wyatt once defended the Universal title against The Miz. The Corbin name is of course associated with Happy Corbin, who was Bray's final opponent before his transformation into The Fiend. Coordinates were also featured in the video, but they didn't lead to WWE's next event like previous videos, but instead to a giant pink rabbit which can be found in Italy. Whatever WWE has planned, it has had fans talking, and audiences have been left wanting more clues to the possible return of Bray Wyatt. Malakai Black is denying the idea that he's left AEW, and he's not the only one who's trying to clear up his status with the company. Over the weekend, Buddy Matthews cut a promo at an indie event where he announced that he is taking a hiatus from pro wrestling. Immediately, it was believed that Matthews was done with AEW, but that may not be the case. Responding to claims made about him, Matthews took to Twitter and shared a GIF seemingly shooting down rumors of his AEW exit. A lot has been said about the Australian wrestler over the past few days, including claims that he is planning a return to WWE, where his girlfriend Rhea Ripley currently works. Until Matthews explains his situation more, there will be speculation about his future, but the former WWE Cruiserweight Champion doesn't want fans to believe everything they hear. As we've seen, a lot went down during this week's episode of Raw, but things weren't finished after the show. In the main event, Matt Riddle got the win over Damian Priest before being attacked by the Judgment Day. After the show, Riddle was seen shaking hands with fans, but this fun moment was cut short when Seth Rollins attacked him from behind. The two brawled, which resulted in officials separating the pair of superstars who will face off in the fight pit at Extreme Rules. Rollins and Riddle have been at odds since July and hope to end things for good at Extreme Rules. And with Rollins having a win over Riddle from Clash at the Castle, the original bro will be looking to end things for good inside the fight pit. More from Raw now, and it's been a few weeks since WWE had one of their big returns, but that all changed during last night's broadcast. When WWE promoted a mystery opponent for Nikki ASH, her opponent was revealed to be none other than Candice LeRae, who earned a thunderous ovation from the fans. Within minutes, the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion had got the win over Nikki, and her return comes mere weeks after her husband Johnny Gargano made his return to WWE. LeRae's previous deal with WWE ended in May this year after her contract was briefly frozen due to her pregnancy. On Twitter, Gargano reacted to his wife's return by sharing a photo of their family and saying that their son Quill hasn't been his only training partner this past month. LeRae and Gargano welcomed their first child back in February, but now both his mother and father are once again tearing it up in a WWE ring. Raw also saw an appearance by three-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, and Grand Slam champion Rey Mysterio, who was absolutely destroyed by the Judgment Day. This is hardly new, as it feels like Rey's role for years now has been as a punching bag, all in the efforts of getting his son elevated. We can't exactly blame Rey for wanting what's best for his son, but it is seriously damaging Mysterio's legacy in the long run. It seems like the value of the legend is reducing, and with every beatdown, it gets harder to take him seriously as a legitimate contender. What made fans love Rey was that he would always find a way to overcome the odds no matter who he faced, but WWE's ultimate underdog hasn't been overcoming anyone or anything for some time now. Over to AEW now, as Battle of the Belts 3 wasn't quite the ratings hit they had been hoping for, but the event's fourth iteration is in the works. The special is set to air on Saturday, October 8th, the same day as WWE Extreme Rules, and a new graphic may have revealed who will be on the show. In the graphic, fans can see AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho, and TBS Champion Jade Cargill, implying all three will still be champions by October 8th. Other title holders on the graphic were AEW World Tag Team Champions The Acclaimed, TNT Champion Wardlow, and FTW Champion Hook. Of course, that graphic could change, but if it is to be believed, don't expect any titles in AEW to change hands before Battle of the Belts 4. Battle of the Belts 4 will be AEW's next big event, but will take place amid a lot of reports about the roster of the company. While Malakai Black has denied claims of leaving AEW, it has been weeks since fans saw him, and Buddy Matthews' own future with the company is still uncertain. In the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reports how Tony Khan is aware of the reports that some talent in AEW wish to leave and isn't thrilled with the idea. We were told that Tony Khan is not hot on releasing people to go to WWE, so we'll have to see how this plays out. It has been reported that those most wanting an AEW release to return to WWE are people who have significant others with the company, but that ex-WWE stars including Swerve Strickland, FTR, and Keith Lee have also been spoken to. AEW has a huge roster, perhaps too big in the eyes of some fans, but that doesn't mean Khan will be letting people go if he feels they may show up working for Stephanie McMahon. Bobby Fish is the latest name to depart AEW alongside the likes of Cody Rhodes back in February, and there's been plenty of speculation on who could be next. One name fans have been suggesting is Andrade El Idolo, who liked a tweet not long ago suggesting he'd have it better in WWE, and the former NXT champion has had people talking again. On Twitter, Andrade shared the image of an hourglass, which has left people wondering what he is counting down to. Some have suggested that El Idolo is counting down to his AEW return, as he's not competed since All Out, where he worked the Casino ladder match. In light of recent events, though, many have suggested that Andrade is counting down until he can leave AEW and presumably return to WWE now that Triple H is running creative. It was reported recently that the only people who are actively seeking a departure from AEW are those with partners in WWE, so it remains to be seen if Andrade joins his wife Charlotte Flair back in the promotion he once called home. In 2021, John Cena starred in The Suicide Squad, which was directed by James Gunn and has been Cena's biggest acting role to date. Cena's Peacemaker character has since received his own spin-off series, and over the weekend, John Cena attended the wedding of Gunn and actress Jennifer Holland. The 16-time WWE World Champion wasn't the only big name there, as the guest list included Chris Pratt, Seth Green, and Zoe Saldana, among others. Cena is certainly kept busy in Hollywood, but he still makes a rare WWE appearance from time to time, so we'll have to see when one of wrestling's biggest ever stars shows up next. And we're ending today with Raw, which saw Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano face off against the Alpha Academy in an impressive tag team match. As you'd expect, all four men did a great job, but one move by Owens stood out in particular. During the bout, the prizefighter locked Gable in a sharpshooter, but Corey Graves referred to it as the Scorpion Deathlock, the name for the move when used by AEW's Sting. Owens and Gargano would end up winning the match despite Austin Theory's interference, and it was certainly a bold choice to call the move as such, especially with what's been going on recently. Though there have been reports of AEW stars wanting out, we've not heard that Sting is wanting to leave, but this one line certainly had people talking on this week's Monday Night Raw. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.